Alright, what's up? Ats here and welcome to a brand new video. Now today it is time for some real talk. In this video I'm going to talk about the state that my channel is currently in and the reason why I let it get this far, because of course the only person I can blame for the fact that my channel is about as dead as it could be, and of course if you don't want to take my word on that, then simply take the word of the dozens of people that feel the need to tell me this every single day, day in and day out. I get it, alright? I live and breathe YouTube. I know that my channel is going downhill, and it's gone downhill really quickly, and the only person I can blame for that is myself, just because my heart is no longer in it. Back when Black Ops 2 was the latest Call of Duty, I absolutely adored making YouTube videos. In fact, I absolutely loved creating content on a day-to-day basis. In that year, I managed to go from I think 1,000 subscribers to 44,000 subscribers, and simply because I worked so hard to get to that point. And every single time that I would upload a video, I would get a ton of support, a ton of comments, and that just made me want to create even more content. And during Call of Duty Ghosts, I once again had a blast. I really liked the game, just like Black Ops 2, so creating content on it was actually really simple. And once again, my channel just boomed. I went from 44,000 to I think 110,000. A ton of growth once again. But then near the end of Call of Duty Ghosts, my channel started to degrade a little bit more. And that's when I decided to once again post some more Black Ops 2, or at least until Advanced Warfare came out. Now, when Advanced Warfare came out, I very quickly realized that that game wasn't really for me. I'm not a huge fan of all the futuristic crap that's in Call of Duty nowadays. I'm not a fan of the supply drops. I'm not a fan of all the clickbait videos that are super popular these days. But I stuck with Advanced Warfare for a little bit just because there were a ton of weapon variants. I really like posting elite weapon showcase videos, weapon wages, weapon guides, best class set of videos. You know, all the videos I used to post back in the day as well. Those are just the kind of videos that interest me the most and that I enjoy recording the most. But that became irrelevant, I want to say about halfway through Advanced Warfare. After that, honestly, there was no going back to those kind of videos. And that's also when I started to upload a little less. I started to travel a little bit more. I went out a little bit more. I got drunk a little bit more often. I basically did the things I never did whilst I was a teenager. And I figured everything would be fine just because at the time I had a very active fan base. If I would upload a video, I would hit 1,000 likes. And I was 100% sure that that wouldn't change. However, I kind of underestimated that. It wasn't quite that way. When I got back after, I think, not uploading for about a week or so, my views were down by so much. And I figured, you know, if I work hard at this, I'll get them back. And it just didn't really work out that way. And since then, my motivation in terms of YouTube has gone downhill a lot. And the fact that I don't really enjoy playing the game anymore either, of course, doesn't make it easier. In fact, that makes it 10 times more difficult. But I figured, hey, I'll just struggle for a little bit until Black Ops 3 comes out. And that's when we'll be fine. Of course, I boomed during Black Ops 2, so Black Ops 3, that must be it, right? Well, I was once again wrong. Turns out I also don't really enjoy playing Black Ops 3. Once again, the futuristic crap just isn't really for me. I don't want to shoot people that are flying in midair. I don't want to make videos about DLC weapons just because that's the cool thing to do nowadays. I don't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of euros on supply drops just to be able to make some new clickbait content once every 2 months or so. The state of the community at the moment, where the awe factor of a title is more important than basically putting together a good video, honestly bugs me as well. I mean, the people I enjoy watching at this point in time are people like Elite Shot, The Mark J, Ali, those that still upload gameplay on a regular basis. Well, saying that, LEA's been uploading much recently. It's been focusing on Pokemon, of course, which makes sense, that channel is booming, but basically what I'm trying to say is I enjoy gameplay videos. And nowadays, gameplay videos just aren't relevant anymore. Those days are long gone, and we're in the middle of the clickbait era, and I personally don't have the brain for it. I cannot come up with a fancy ass title when I wake up and then make a video along the way, or at least I feel like that's how clickbait content is made. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I could be mad at people like iTankKid or Exility or the Pro Gamer J, who do a fantastic job at creating titles that really have an awe factor, who do a great job of making thumbnails that suit those videos. I could be mad at them, right? I could be mad at them for taking away my views or something along those lines. But realistically speaking, I could have joined them as well when Black Ops 3 first came out. I could have done the exact same thing. I could have tried to get better at that. But I didn't do that simply because I didn't want to. I had that same thing during Advanced Warfare when supply drop was super popular, when clickbait was super popular. I honestly refused to be part of that, and I still do. Now at this point in time, I can safely say that I don't really enjoy creating Call of Duty content anymore, unless of course Black Ops 2. I still think that my Black Ops 2 videos are good as they are. I usually get a ton of good gameplays, throw them all together in one video, and then just upload like a 15 to 20 minute video. That's usually the way to go nowadays. I mean, I enjoy making those videos, but obviously, I'm not going to grow off of Black Ops 2 content anymore. That's just not going to happen. And I've been posting Black Ops 2 for 4 years now, and I've been basically posting throughout Black Ops 3's life cycle as well. And in that time period, I went from getting, well, like 20,000 views a video to struggling to get 3,000 views a video and struggling to get 200 likes. And yes, that's very demotivating, but at this point in time, I still have my hopes up. I've got my hopes up for Call of Duty 4 Remastered, not for Infinite Warfare. Honestly, at this point in time, I couldn't care less about Infinite Warfare. Don't really fancy playing it. I want to play Call of Duty 4 Remastered, and I really hope that that's going to bring back the old school community that wants to watch gameplay videos, that wants to watch high-scoring gameplays, best-class set of videos, maybe a sniper montage here and there. How dope would that be? Those days were absolutely fantastic, and I'm hoping that those days are once again going to return. And if that's not the case, then it's probably time for me to go back to school, probably time for me to get a real job, and then in the meantime, over here on YouTube, I'm simply going to mix things up a little bit. Of course, a couple of weeks ago, there was the Battlefield 1 beta. I absolutely loved playing the beta. Every single minute of it, except for, I want to say, the 2 matches of Conquest that I played on. What's it called? Was it Shanghai Desert? It was something like that, anyway. Don't know. Doesn't really matter. I don't like Conquest on that one. But Rush was honestly a blast. And a couple of weeks before that, there was, of course, the Titanfall 2 beta. And I honestly had a blast playing that one as well. I spent at least a few hours playing that game every single day. And the same thing goes for the Battlefield 1 beta. But then in the end, I didn't really record videos on those games, just because whenever I upload something that isn't Call of Duty, I get even less views, I get even less likes, more dislikes, less support. You know the drill, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I've been posting Call of Duty content for, I want to say, 4 years now, or at least almost 4 years now, and that's just what people expect of me. But if Call of Duty 4 doesn't work out the way that I want it to, if Call of Duty 4 doesn't bring something new to the table, doesn't bring something new to my channel, then that's it for me. I'm no longer going to focus on Call of Duty content. I'm going to join the real world. Let's put it that way. And over here on YouTube, I'm going to start mixing things up a little bit. Because there's too many good games out there to basically be stuck playing Call of Duty constantly. I mean, this year is going to be a good year for gaming. Just can't see putting that out there. In a couple of weeks, we've got Mafia 3. For those who don't know, Mafia 2 is easily one of my favorite games ever. Honestly, the storyline is absolutely fantastic. So Mafia 3 is a game that I'll be playing. I might post it. It is a Rockstar game though, so I'll probably get a ton of copyright strikes just for posting single-player gameplay. Then after that, of course, we've got Battlefield 1, then next up COD 4 and Infinite Warfare, then Titanfall 2, then next year we've got For Honor at the start of the year, which is another game that I'm really looking forward to. I played, what's it called, Rise Son of Rome when that game first came out. I want to say about, like, what, 3 years ago now? It was one of the Xbox One's launch titles, and For Honor just looks like a more in-depth version of that game, at least gameplay-wise. In this case, you've got Vikings, you've got Knights, you've got Samurai. I don't really care for Knights, but Samurai and Vikings are something that definitely interests me. So I will be playing that game. And then, of course, later on that year, we've got many, many more games to look forward to. So I hope that all of you kind of understand me a little bit. I've been rambling on for a very, very long time. Basically, my channel has been going downhill just because my love for Call of Duty has gone downhill a heck of a lot. I didn't really like Advanced Warfare, especially because of skill-based matchmaking. That just sucked all the fun out of it, and I'm not a huge fan of Black Ops 3 either. I mean, the game is good, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad game or anything like that. I can just safely say that it's not for me. Then add to that the state the community is currently in, and that just really, really put me off from playing that game and from recording Black Ops 3 content. Because at the end of the day, there's no point. Unless I play Black Ops 2 or unless I stream Black Ops 2, I'm not going to get any views, I'm not going to get any subscribes, I'm going to get a ton more dislikes, a lot less likes. So that's basically why I've been sticking with Black Ops 2 for all these years. And frankly, I shouldn't have done that. I should have stuck with the latest Call of Duty. But then, like I said before, I didn't really enjoy him, so what was the point? Anyway, we'll just have to wait and see how COD 4 pans out. If everything goes according to plan, then that's what I'll be posting. And I want to say, what is it, like 5 weeks time? Something like that, a little bit of Infinite Warfare here and there if the game isn't too bad, or if they add something like Dark Matter. The reason I played quite a bit of Black Ops 3 at the start of its life cycle is because I wanted to unlock them camos. I wanted to have Dark Matter just like everyone else, so I grinded that out. And then after that, honestly, it became a struggle to just play the game for the heck of it. I cannot stand it. I just don't want to any longer, so there you go. The only reason my channel is dead currently is because of me, but hopefully in a couple of weeks we could change that. And if not, I don't know what I'm going to do this year. Frankly, I don't think I'm really cut out for the real world. Let's put it that way. It's not really for me. A 9-to-5 job or something like that has never interested me. Don't really know what I'm going to do the rest of my life, but we'll figure it out. Hopefully together, but only time will tell. Anyway, with that being said, if you enjoyed this one, some support, a like rating would be very much appreciated. If not, that's cool. If you want to, you can also follow me on Twitter, or Facebook, or Instagram. You can find all those links in the description. And then finally, in fact, as always, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the continued support. And I will catch you in the next one. Take it easy.
Wait for the enemy artillery barrage to stop firing. Attack the new objectives.